It was a 2-bedroom house with 1 lounge, 1 dining, 1 kitchen, laundry and garage. And we've got 2 young girls. We needed extra bedrooms, we need extra bathrooms, we need more studies for working from home. So we went to Supergroup to see what we could add on to the house. We've got some big trees here, so there was only so much land space that we could extend onto. We couldn't extend any further, we had to keep the same footprint. So we knocked out walls, we reconfigured the downstairs as well, which has made the whole house more livable and just to flow better.
Okay, well, that's excellent. So why don't we go and have a look inside? So where are we now? We're in the rumpus room.
Yeah, that's right. The MPR, I believe it's called these days. Rumpus room back in my day, but multi-purpose room. It's this is like probably the biggest surprise of the whole house, because when we went to do the renovation, the whole idea was to add the 2 bedrooms in the bathroom and obviously reconfigure downstairs. But I think this space has been the biggest surprise. We're part of the Banyule Gardens for Wildlife program, and again, that's why it was like really important for us to kind of be able to retain all the vegetation that was there already.
And I think when we worked with Joe, because we had lived here for so long, we knew what the good things about the property was and how to maximise those. So we were really keen to make sure we had big windows here that we could sit and look out upon those trees, and he really helped to work with that. So we've been able to fit double beds in the bedrooms and have beautiful windows to look out in the trees and huge cupboard spaces for the kids as well. Yeah.
Oh, well, look, I have to say, when the sun comes around a little bit further, if I'm tired, I'll know where to come and have a
Yeah, definitely.
I love having a snooze in the sun. It's beautiful. So let's go have a look at the other room. Nice fan.
Well, it's funny you mentioned the fans, but the thing is, like, it's pretty much, we've got split system air conditioning throughout the house as well. I think we've only used it a handful of times since we've moved in, because the insulation here is incredible.
Yep. And then we've got the study here, so Andy's, it's the powerhouse.
Difference is like having a space with some natural light, having somewhere where I can close the door and do meetings has been really important, because our study was the dining room for the last, I don't know, 10 years or so. The whole family had to revolve around the meetings that I had and which ones they had to be quiet for and everything. So to have a space is really important. Yeah, it's soundproofed insulation as well, so there's no noise from the kids or for the kids.
Oh, terrific. Yeah. Let's have a look at the bathroom. Who designed the bathroom?
That was myself. Yep. Yes, I was really keen just to have a really nice, open, light bathroom, something quite easy to clean, minimal grout for that reason.
Yep, big tiles.
Yeah, and you know, we love just having the natural light, so we opted for a big window in here.
Yep. It is now a master.
Now a master. Yeah. This was the previous lounge room, and there was a fireplace here, so you used to enter the house and walk through this room to get to the rest of the house. So we just toyed around with moving some walls and changing where the master bedroom was, and it really makes the whole layout of the house work so much better. Plus we get a bigger master, and now what was the bathroom for the old house has become our ensuite, so it all just makes a bit more sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the thing that we kind of appreciated throughout this process as well is, like, this is not a ground up, you know, fresh build where you've got blueprints and then it's very simple, like the pole goes here and the window goes here. You know, it's a little bit dynamic because you never know what's behind a surface or under a floor or, you know, above a ceiling or anything like that. So some of it did have to be a little bit on the fly, and there were little things that popped up, like the window position wasn't quite right. But again, it's due to the fact that you're renovating a house as opposed to building something for new, that you don't quite uncover these things. But there was never anything that wasn't, you know, resolved straight away.
Yeah.
So now we're in the what was the bedroom is now the living area.
There's 2 bedrooms.
Yeah. 2 bedrooms.
Yes, we removed a wall between the bedrooms and opened it up.
Yep.
Which allowed us to open it up with the rest of the living space through the house, the kitchen and dining, so it's become a bit more of a open plan living.
Turning this around, I think is actually the master stroke in terms of the design, is now that you've got access to all this lovely garden view that you didn't have before.
Yeah, definitely.
Terrific.
Yeah.
And even with the shears, in the evening, we can have the lights on in here. We've still got privacy, but still get like lots of light in as well.
Yeah. No, it's a really lovely space.
Yeah. And it's just really opened up the whole house as well. This was a hallway into a small door. It was sort of like such a rabbit warren that when people came over, sometimes they got lost on the way out, just about.
Yep. You can see this, the dining area, lovely deck. You can see where, I presume the boundary is the brick wall.
It is. It's a pretty
interesting
defined
configuration.
boundary.
Yes.
No, that's right. But that's a lovely area to have just off the dining room as well.
It's nice to have this all open now with the removal of just a few little walls. So it's made a big difference, just some little tweaks. Yeah.
So maybe just tell us about the windows in this place, because it was a bit of a problem at the time, because you're probably one of the first clients where we had the National Construction Code 2022, I think it was, with 7-star energy requirements.
Yes.
And we had to, I think, get thermal breaks on your windows in order to comply with that, which was expensive.
Yes, but it has been great as well. It's been so much more comfortable in the house since doing the renovation, and I think a big part of that is the change in the windows.
Yes.
We previously had double hung sash windows that were really drafty, single pane glass, and now with the double glazed windows and the thermally broken, they're fantastic.
Yep.
So we're 1 year later today, like almost literally, right?
Yes.
But it was that the whole process was about 3 months. Is that correct?
3 months, and we moved back in, and then while we lived in one room in the kitchen, there was a little bit still to finish upstairs, and that was maybe 1 more month. So really four months.
Is it incredible?
Yeah. There was a few little bits after that, but that was...
People in the street couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe it. I think the fact that we're in so much earlier than the projected date was mind-blowing. I don't know if that ever happens.